Most people believe getting rich is hard. They believe it takes luck, talent, or breaking your back for decades. Machiavelli believed something very different. He believed wealth was not created by effort, but by position. And that's why some people get rich doing very little, while others work endlessly and stay exactly where they are. Getting rich is simple. But simple does not mean easy. And today, I'll explain why Machiavelli was right. The biggest lie about money. From the time you're young, you're taught one thing about money. Work hard and you'll be rewarded. But if that were true, the hardest working people on earth would all be wealthy. They're not. Farmers work harder than investors. Laborers work harder than CEOs. Single mothers work harder than hedge fund managers. Yet wealth flows upward. Why? Because money doesn't reward effort. It rewards leverage. This is the first truth most people never learn. Machiavelli's view on wealth. Machiavelli never spoke directly about getting rich the way we do today, but he understood power. And wealth is simply power that has been monetized. Machiavelli believed control beats effort. Position beats morality. Perception beats truth. A man who controls resources will never beg for money. A man who controls people will never lack opportunities. The poor ask, how do I work harder? The powerful ask, how do I control the game? Why getting rich is simple but rare. Getting rich is simple because the rules are few, but it's rare because the rules are uncomfortable. They go against how people are trained. They require emotional control. Most people prefer certainty over risk, approval over authority, comfort over control. Machiavelli understood something brutal. Most people would rather feel safe than be powerful, and that choice keeps them poor. Law 1. Stop trying to be liked. This is where wealth thinking begins. Poor people try to be liked. Rich people try to be respected. When you try to be liked, you avoid conflict. You accept bad deals. You undervalue your work. Machiavelli warned against this. Power requires distance. If everyone feels comfortable negotiating with you, you have no leverage. Respect creates hesitation. Hesitation creates advantage. Law 2. Control value, not time. The poor sell time. The rich control value. This is the clearest difference between wealth and survival. If you sell time, your income has a ceiling. You must be present to earn. You can be replaced. If you control value, you earn while absent. You scale without effort. You choose your position. Machiavelli believed rulers never worked like servants. They controlled systems. Employees live inside systems. Owners design them. Law 3. Move before you feel ready. Poor thinking waits for certainty. Rich thinking moves with incomplete information. Machiavelli believed hesitation was fatal. Waiting feels safe, but safety has a cost. Every delay teaches your mind to obey fear. The wealthy are not fearless. They simply move despite fear. Momentum creates confidence, not the other way around. Law 4. Hide your plans. Machiavelli was ruthless on this point. Never reveal your strategy before it is complete. Poor people announce goals. Rich people announce results. When you talk too early, you invite doubt. You invite sabotage. You lose pressure. Silence protects ambition. Money favors those who move quietly. Law 5. Think like a prince, not a worker. A worker asks, how do I survive? A prince asks, how do I dominate this position? Wealth requires identity change. You must stop seeing yourself as someone who waits for permission, follows rules blindly, accepts low leverage. Princes do not ask for opportunity. They position themselves where opportunity must come to them. The brutal truth about wealth. Here is a truth that offends people. If getting rich was truly hard, stupid people wouldn't be rich. But they are, because intelligence is not the deciding factor. Position is. Money flows to those who control access, those who own distribution, those who shape perception. Fairness has nothing to do with it. Machiavelli warned that reality does not reward virtue. It rewards effectiveness. The psychological shift. The moment you stop asking, why is this unfair? And start asking, how does this actually work? everything changes. Wealth is not mysterious. It's patterned. Once you see the pattern, money stops feeling impossible. You stop chasing motivation. You start designing leverage. Law 6. Never build wealth in the open. Why this law matters. Public ambition attracts interference. The moment people know what you're building, they feel entitled to comment, doubt, and discourage. Machiavelli warned against revealing strategy early because envy awakens, advice becomes control, pressure weakens execution. Real-world truth. Most people don't want you rich. They want you relatable. The move, build quietly. Reveal results, not intentions. Law 7. Avoid the poor in mindset, not in money. This law sounds harsh, but it's psychological. Poverty spreads through fear, excuses, resentment, blame. People who constantly say, "That won't work. The system is rigged. Only lucky people win," will poison your thinking. Machiavelli knew the defeated teach defeat. The move, choose environments where ambition is normal. Law 8. Control distribution, not production. This is a major secret. Most people focus on creating things. The wealthy focus on controlling access. Creators struggle. Distributors win. Examples: artists versus platforms. Manufacturers versus brands. Workers versus owners. Machiavelli would say, whoever controls the gate controls the reward. Law 9. Be useful to the powerful, not dependent on them. Depending on powerful people makes you replaceable. Being useful makes you protected. The rich do not beg for favors. They solve problems. The move, develop rare skills. Attach yourself to leverage, not comfort. Power keeps what benefits it. Law 10. Never compete on effort. Hard work is abundant. Leverage is rare. If your only advantage is effort, someone will always outwork you. Machiavelli believed, strength without strategy invites defeat. The move, find asymmetric advantages. Automation, delegation, branding, capital. Law 11. Money flows where emotion is controlled. Emotional people make poor decisions. They panic sell, chase hype, quit early. The wealthy stay calm while others react. Truth. Markets reward patience, not passion. Machiavelli trusted reason over impulse. Always. Law 12. Never seek permission to become wealthy. Poor people wait for approval. They ask, is this allowed? Is this safe? What will people think? The wealthy move first, then justify. Machiavelli warned, authority is taken, not granted. Permission is a trap. Law 13. Scarcity creates value. Abundance kills pricing power. If you are always available, always discounting, always explaining, you lose leverage. The rich limit access intentionally. Scarcity isn't cruelty, it's strategy. Law 14. Debt is a weapon depending on who holds it. Debt enslaves emotional and empowers the strategic. The poor fear debt. The wealthy control it. Machiavelli understood leverage deeply. Debt used poorly creates chains. Debt used well creates empires. Law 15. Exit before you are forced. Wealth requires timing. Most people leave too late. When businesses fail. When relationships collapse. When markets crash. The rich exit when things are still good. Machiavelli warned, retreat early, survive long. Wealth doesn't reward effort. It rewards awareness. The moment you stop asking, why is this unfair? And start asking, how is this structured? Money stops feeling random. If you want part 2, Machiavelli's Dark Money Rules, comment rich. Subscribe to MindLock, where money meets clarity and strategy replaces struggle.